Hello there! Have you ever wondered why do things move? Or why do things stay constant and at rest? You're actually wondering why. Forces and motions are everywhere. It comes us to understand that forces produce motions that allow us not just to be safe, but for us also to enjoy. In this video, we will be talking about the 3 laws of motion. That's strange. Why does still the blades of the fan is still in motion even though the electricity is turned off? That explains the law of inertia, which means that an object at rest remains at rest and an object in motion remains in motion at a constant speed in a straight line unless acted on by an unbalanced force.
Wondering why I am pushing a cart here in a supermarket? Do you have any idea that is one of the example of law of force and acceleration, Newton's second law of motion?
Law of force and acceleration tells us that an object depends on the mass of an object and the amount of force applied.
But let me ask you a question. Which cart is easier to push? This loaded cart or this empty cart? Of course, this empty cart. It is because the relation between the mass of the object, the force applied to it, and the acceleration it produced. Since mass an inverse relationship with acceleration, the loaded cart tends to move at slower pace than the empty cart, so it is easier to push an empty cart.
Tuck, 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 tuck. What kind of sound is that? Do I hear someone hammering a nail? That is right. Hammering a nail is one of the examples of Newton's third law of motion, or also known as the law of action and reaction. It states that whenever one object exerts a force on another object, the second object exerts an equal and opposite force on that first.
A hammer strikes a nail, resulting in a force on the nail, so there is a tendency that the nail exerts a force back on the hammer. A force is felt on the person's hand who is holding the hammer. It gets developed as a result of the force applied by the person on the nail. Both the forces are directly proportional to each other, which means with an increase in the action force, the force reaction also increases.
So, our discussion is already done. Now you can describe the different types of Newton's law of motion, namely law of inertia, law of force and acceleration, and law of action and reaction. You can also classify why some things at home, or even across your store, revolves in the Newton's law of motion. Always remember that everything that you do applies to the law of physics. I hope I enlightened your mind on this topic. See you again next time!